Good morning, collective. Tarot.flo here to give you your weekly collective message. So today I'm drawn to use my original tarot deck. This was my first ever tarot deck when I learned how to read. I believe it was in maybe 2016 or 2017. So this deck's about 9 years old now, and this is my baby. But Spirit wanted me to use this deck today for some reason, but I'm pretty sure I'll find out why. So if you feel like this message is going to resonate with you, please stay, and if not, you can scroll away. And always remember, time is an illusion and energy is fluid. So please, as always, take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay? This is going to be good for the whole week till Sunday the 10th. Okay, but you know what I say. However, if this message reaches you any other time, it's meant to. So we're going to get into the cards and see what's happening with the collective post full moon in Scorpio. That was kind of heavy. Okay. So, it was just 111 on the timer. New beginnings, new starts, rebirths are happening. That's probably why I was drawn to use this tarot deck, because it's going back to like doing something new for the first time, since this was my first deck. So I feel like a lot of you are finally stepping into the space of like, you know, you probably did some inner work, been detaching, and it's bringing you to a space of renewal, restoration, and allowing you to be in the process of moving forward. And I also feel like this summer is going to be really significant for some of you as well. I just had a card flip out, and I think it flipped back in. Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay, so I like this. Ooh. For some of you, you're coming into the space now where like you've released and created like this clear pathway for yourself. Don't ruin it with your self-sabotage. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, don't ruin it with don't neglect yourself. Don't self-abandon this time. You are in the perfect position for you to receive abundance and blessings and prosperity and just anything that is meant for your highest good, especially in a new timeline. So we have 3 cards. We have the Chariot, and then we have the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. Now I want to talk about the Chariot first, because this is forward motion. Okay, and this is also balance here with the 2 sphinxes, but I feel like you're moving towards something now, right? Whether that for everybody, this could be different. This could be a relocation, like not just a different home, but like a different hometown, maybe a different state, different environment, something that is going to resonate with you now, something that is on your level, something that is, you know, as you've ascended and raised your vibration, raised your frequency, this new location or environment is going to help you thrive. Okay. And for some of you, if it's not a physical location, it's you moving to your highest timeline now. And you have this forward motion. Okay. And because this is a chariot and it's all dressed up, it's very stoic. It's royal. Okay. So a lot of you are coming into, you know, relocating to your highest timeline and connecting with your highest self. So I love that for you guys. And also on top of it too, this was something I talked about, what was it? Earlier this week. Maybe it was the full moon. I had put it in my energy update about learning about your Merkaba and learning how to activate it so that you can, you know, be able to move through dimensions smoothly, okay, with ease. And I read somewhere a long time ago that, like, you know, when it comes to like astral projection or, you know, even using your Merkaba is your what is it, your spiritual vehicle. Okay, it's like you use sacred geometry, and when it spins really really fast, it just looks like a glowing ball, but it's actually I believe it's a tetrahedron. And So when you activate it, it helps you transcend not just the spirit in the soul, but it's like when it comes to consciousness, time is an illusion because everything is happening all at once. So if you're using your mind to travel through time, right? Your Merkaba can help you do that. Okay. And I feel like it's something around the full moon, because it was in Scorpio and it had a lot to do with like death and rebirth and transformation. I feel like some of you might have went through Kundalini awakening. Some of you might have went through, what is it? Merkaba activations, on top of maybe getting certain symbols and um, being more led towards learning light language, which is really big. That's like the language of the universe, right? It's universal. And I feel like that's what this chariot is. It's elevated and it's interdimensional as you're moving forward. So if it's not you moving to a new location, this is your reality. This is how you bend space and time with how you're healing. I'm hearing quantum leaping for a lot of you people. So that could have been, you guys probably did a lot of healing this weekend where you leaped multiple timelines. Okay. And then you have the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Ten of Cups, happily ever after. Fulfillment, purpose, everything that you want. It's a 10, right? 9, 10. So this is motion, right? This is forward motion again. However, for a lot of you, you guys don't realize the extent of the abundance or the position that you are about to be in. Please don't ruin it. Don't ruin it with your self sabotage. Don't ruin it with your fear and your doubt and your second guessing and your shame and your judgment and all of that, right? The full moon this weekend gave us an opportunity for us to release that shame, that guilt, that judgment against ourselves and maybe even others, right? So in this new space, allow yourself to be open to the potential and the limitless possibilities that the universe has in store for you. Because the Ten of Cups is, this is giving spiritual inheritance. And by spiritual inheritance, this could be, a financial inheritance from maybe someone who passed away. And for some of you, I'm also hearing that if this relative passed away, let's say less than 10 years ago, you're finally learning that you were a part of the will, or you were a part of, maybe a family member giving you their pension, something like that. So this is something that has been long time coming. However, you had to move out of whatever space you were in order for you to be able to receive this now. Now, if it's not a what is it? If it's not a family inheritance, this is your spiritual inheritance. When we come here, our birthright is abundance, and you're coming into that now, right? You're bringing that abundance back to your bloodline. You're restoring karmic balance and divine order on every timeline. And in terms of your ancestors, helping them in the afterlife as they help you in your physical waking life, right? I love that. Just be sure to not allow your negative thoughts to get into the way, right? I also feel like if this is not you self-sabotaging, I feel like this could be, a little bit of depression or you revisiting a dark space during the full moon in Scorpio, which is totally okay, right? Allow yourself to feel those emotions and move through it. Ask yourself what the reason behind certain emotions as they surface, because it's like all these swords here are stacked. So each sword is something different as it rose to the surface within your consciousness, right? Swords are about mental capacity and how you think. So at this time, please do yourself some um be of service to yourself by allowing yourself to remove the negative thinking, you know the fear-based concepts, the ego-based concepts. Allow you to move past that now so that you can finally experience this fulfillment and this happiness, this happily ever after, and this spiritual inheritance that is coming for you. I love that for you. That's so wonderful. And then we have Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. So you're being called to learn things of the occult, spiritual teachings on top of leadership. So the student becomes the teacher, is what I heard. Okay. So I hope this resonated with you guys and have a great week. Bye.